gives you money or help pays a bill for you, or if your phone was off, next thing you know somebody comes through, do you feel people wanting to rip their fucking skin off? I'm cursing a lot. There could be some people that yelling to themselves. At first it was yelling and flipping out silently, telepathically, and some of us could hear that shit. But those people whose brains are dead, they may wind up screaming. There's no action. Third, one, like this. Some people just sit there and watch you on something. I'm telling you, people, that you've lost your lives. One third of the population. But they didn't stop. They kept doing it. They're saying, since there's so many eyes on this person, now we're gonna put them on a pedestal in some way. There's a whole other group separated. I feel this is just giving me, I've had it with this bullshit. That there are people everywhere. Okay, they're finding out who you are and what you've done or what you've brought to this world at the very least. And they're going to, now there's a whole other group separated from this fucking crackhead zombie. I have no control over my thoughts or actions. I'm a slave. This type of shit. That's the complete opposite. They're going to make sure that you're seen and heard, and they can tell that these people, when they find out that you're going to be famous for this.
Rogue agent detected. Rogue agent detected. Rogue agent detected.
I'm Agent Keener now. My wolves and my ninjas can be anybody because I'm nobody.
At FanDuel,
You're seen and heard, and they can tell that these people, when they find out that you're gonna be famous for this, let's find out what's gonna happen.
Yes.
They want to do this. Some of these people don't even like you that much. They're still working on themselves, but they can't wait to see the reaction. They paid attention.
That's okay. My father said you have free will and you do not have to like me for whatever reason you want. You can say I'm ugly, you can say I'm cocky, you can say he's too nice, he's whatever, you know, because that's what your opinion is. Now, as long as you don't lie, you know, and say, oh, he's a liar, he's a scumbag, you could say, I think he's an ugly motherfucker. And if that's what you truly believe, then you're not lying. Get it? So then you're not technically a hater. You know, as long as you don't spread that around and hate with it. You know? But you're allowed to have your opinion because I'm going to have my opinions. We're allowed to have our opinions. So, like I said before, my wolves and my ninjas could be anybody because I don't judge people off stupid little shit like that. So, you know, sometimes the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, no, that's you guys. The friend of my friend, the friend of my enemy is my friend. Because there's rules to this shit. You know, nobody likes to fucking pick on somebody that's not doing anything. Some people do, but you know, the people you recruit and shit, they used to be nobodies. So they remember when they were on the other side and they could have got that shit. You get it? And they're like, yo, what the fuck was what are you doing?
That you gaining something small freaked people out. It got to the point with this stalking and spying that, well, this is what they're saying. Since there's so many eyes on this person, now we're gonna put them on a pedestal in some way. This could
all eyes on me.
Even be financial. It seems like when you if something goes well for you, or the stalking doesn't produce anything, is what I'm feeling. But they didn't stop. They kept doing it. They're putting themselves, and this isn't a mental prison. This is brain dead, is what it feels like. And there could have even been some people who were 302 because of this. And
The
people
fuck does
who
that
actually,
mean?
their brains actually stopped working.
Oh.
They became vegetables, walking vegetables. But what is that? It's a fucking zombie is a walking vegetable. There will be some type of zombie apocalypse thing, okay? And I don't, I'm weird with that kind of shit, but this is just what it is. That's like the one thing in the movies that hasn't actually manifested, you understand? In front of our faces. And they may not look like they do.
Fuck is she talking about? I literally watched a guy in Florida eat a fucking guy's face. He took drugs and then went to eat this dude's face. So, it just hasn't, whatever the drug that was, I think the law got on that shit. I think it was that fentanyl shit or it was some weird shit that they started pumping out in Florida, and that shit got popping, and that shit was driving people insane. Dudes were being able to have twice their strength. I watched a man run headfirst into the back of a Jeep window with his head and fall to the floor, then get right back up and chase the car. So, oh yeah, I forgot, you don't watch things like that.
Before, but I mean, who knows? If they're rotten spirited, that could have just been rotten spirits. It's going to now wind up showing on the outside. Oh my God, I didn't tell you is what I saw in my mind. Some of you saw it.
Yeah, I seen it years ago when I started noticing drugs are making people look like fucking zombies, and all it needs to do is fuck with the nerves in the brain that shut off empathy and turn up the fight or flight, and then activate pure hunger. That's not fucking magic. That's fucking regular shit that can happen to anybody. You can get a brain injury and something like this happens, I can't imagine what chemicals are doing. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Lord said stay away from that shit.
Too, right? I closed my eyes, and there was this guy. I think he was black. I'm not sure, but it was hard to tell. But that's what I got first. But they're going to be of all different races and colors and shit like that, because the good portion of the world was involved with this. And
remember World War Z? Remember? And who did the zombies attack? All the people that had nothing wrong with them. And who didn't the zombies attack? All the people that had diseases. It was sort of like the Lord said, oh, all the good people are sick now and broke and fucked up. Well, I'm going to have all the fucking hopped up idiots go fucking ape shit. And they're only going to attack normies. Because you had to pay for it. And all those poor people, they have to be sick. Because they can't pay for it. But that sickness is the thing that protects them from the zombies. Isn't God funny?
not everybody could pull themselves out of this. This guy, his eyes were yellow, bugged out, and dark circles, and he had yellow teeth and shit. He looked like a zombie.
I think that would make sense to no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Will it work on me? Yes. But will it be your own downfall? Yes.
It was pretty freaky. What was I saying? What did I want to say? Oh yeah, some of these people aren't that fond of you, but they know that you didn't do anything to deserve this, right? And
thank you for finally seeing the truth. You know? That's why I do the Batman shit. That's why I do GMB TV, because it's my word versus whoever's. And however many people and their fucking tricks. All I have is my word and my actions.
they just are interested in seeing these people reaction. This is it.
They want to see you get mad. Some of them probably want to see if it's really true that the Lord, you know, we could be enemies, and they leave me the fuck alone and then say, I want to give to him, and I want to see if that Levite shit is true. Will I get blessed for helping this nigga? Because if I do, why do I need to serve these motherfuckers anymore? Why do I need to be on your team? All I gotta do is give this nigga shit, and then whatever I want blows up. And that nigga don't want a lot. So what the fuck? Get it? See, when you can give somebody a couple million, and because you're a billionaire or whatever the fuck, you're a millionaire, right? And then those actions lead to me being happy, which pushes my vibration up. And then I like you now, but I don't like you. You get it? Because we're enemies or whatever the fuck you used to consider. I don't give a fuck who you are. And then the Lord comes on to me and gives you a message like, yeah, don't do this or do that. And then you do it, and then it's because that's what the Lord wants you to do to make more money and shit, you know? That's how the shit works, nigga. And yous don't understand that. Yous rather fuck me up when yous could have fucking got me down. Oh yeah, I gotta do bad shit to do that. And that takes the blessing away, so, you know, no.
This is it. They watch you like this. Some people just sit there and watch you on something. I'm telling you, people that...
On GMB TV, I hope you're entertained. Because, like, some of these theatrics, the getting mad or the fucking thing, some of this shit is, like, acting, but it's not. It's me, you know? But sometimes I like to, you know, throw in a little fucking acting, do the Superman pose, and I don't do that shit just to be fucking trying to be cool. I do that shit so y'all can be laughing, y'all could be serious, it's like a movie, you know? You know? You gotta let out all the emotions. It's real life over here.
You've lost your lives. One third of the population. 1/3 of the population is what it feels like, involved in this. And
that's a
this
shame.
is targeting on a dangerous and extreme level.
Those days are over.
So they watch you, and then what's going to happen is something's going to happen in your favor. Do you feel like if this is you and you're stalked, or you had this game, this stupid fucking game that people thought was funny to do this to someone else's life?
Yes.
Do you feel around you like if something goes well for you, or somebody gives you money or help pays a bill for you, or if your phone was off, next thing you know somebody comes through, do you feel people wanting to rip their fucking skin off?
Yes.
I'm cursing a lot.
Yes.
There could be some people that
because I always reported on GMB TV and always show, like, look, my rent was due, and I went to work early, and a guy gave me exactly $100 fucking that I needed for going into work early and being a grown-ass man and going out early before all the other niggas and saying, I want to do the job hard today because there's a lot to do, and I need to be focused on working so I can think, how the fuck am I going to get this $100?
yelling to themselves. At first it was yelling and flipping out silently, telepathically, and some of us could hear that shit.
And then multiple other things, like, you know, checks getting smaller, not having food, and people would always just come through and give me it, you know? Then to fucking keep me up all night so I miss mad days and I could be late on my rent and lose my apartment, and then that got paid off. Every fucking time they always get me down to zero where I'm struggling, I just don't go out and don't ask anybody. When I know damn well I can just walk out and the Lord will send someone. But I like to struggle. Well, I don't really like it. I know the Lord's going to magnify it on you. You're going to have to go through my struggle and 10 times more of that. You know? So, keep it up.
But those people whose brains are dead, they may wind up screaming. They're showing me just endless screaming and mania and smacking themselves.
Yes. Yes.
And hitting walls and shit.
Yes. Like
we don't
me.
have insane asylums anymore, right? We have psych wards. I don't even know if you're going to be prepared for some of this shit. And for the police...
Yeah, you're going to have fun dealing with that. Because, you know, some things you can't be locked up for, so that would mean a lot of these people going to lose their home and jobs, and it's just going to be mania on the fucking streets all the time.
It's going to be real hard for those of you who thought this was funny to not arrest certain people. It'll be people attacking you.
Yes, because you didn't do your job, and my father's getting tired of people getting fucking paid to not help the innocent. And so he's going to turn these crazies against you, and you're going to have to earn that badge the hard way. Because you get it? Now you're going to have to do the law, because it's going to be coming towards you. And if you don't do it the right way and you just put people down, you know, you don't actually try to arrest them, you're not going to be able, you're going to get locked up for taking people out. You're going to have to go by procedure. You're going to have to wait until they actually get a chance to get you, you know? And these people are crazy. Do you get it? You're going to have to deal with shit like I had to. You go to get your mail, you go get your donut. Confirmation, and then they're just gonna come out of nowhere, and you're gonna have to be ready, like I was. Oh yeah, I wasn't ready. I got bludgeoned in the fucking head and damn near lost consciousness and almost got beat to death. But the Lord jumped on me and said, "Stand up, take a couple more blows, then go down. I'm gonna put your arms up so you take a couple shots to the legs, and then I'm gonna put the spirit on him to just not keep bashing the shit out of you." Because I don't know why he stopped. Maybe he just wanted to set that example. But, you know, don't worry. You'll survive. I did.
People attacking you, witnessing you, just letting this go, it will be mayhem.
No, it'll be
If
justice.
this is you, divine feminine, you're a humanitarian, and you could have stood for justice, and this is why, against the system, you could have even been a lawyer, or you were in the judicial system somehow.
Oh, somebody
And
else.
you could have started now. You could have changed sides or realized you were on the other side, right? I'm on the wrong side. You could have even turned your back on a law firm that you were working for, or
Rogue agent detected. Rogue agent detected. Rogue agent detected.
Earn a part-time MBA. S News and World Report.
attacking you, witnessing you, just letting this go, it will be mayhem. If this is you, divine feminine, you're a humanitarian, and you could have stood for justice, and this is why, against the system, you could have even been a lawyer, or you were in the judicial system somehow, and you could have started now. You could have changed sides or realized you were on the other side, right? I'm on the wrong side. You could have even turned your back on a law firm that you were working for, or the government. That's what it was. They felt that you were a threat now, or they saw you as an enemy. But I mean, how many people have done this and didn't get this kind of treatment? There are men who did the same thing. This has a lot to do with you being a woman. Yeah, this is real bad. What we need are the men. There are men who are going to help you that are never going to be able to face you. This is maybe, if you feel like, why is this taking so long? It could be that they're trying to put a plan in place, but nobody knows how to remove you or to face you. Even if this is some kind of information that you need, I feel like they don't know who to send because of what they're finding out and how bad this really was. Hopefully somebody will be able to, 2121, to come to you and face you with this. And I think this is why this has been taking so long. Even the investigators, I think, are in complete disbelief, and they're showing me men who are strong, powerful men sobbing because of what they're finding out. And this is what I feel. You haven't even... You're only getting a fraction of the information, and you're still being told lies. What, you know why? Because some of the people, they don't know what to do. There are people who were involved more than you think, and they're giving information, but they're trying to cover their own ass still. Some of you, it's your wives and daughters, your jealous-ass wives and your bitch-ass daughters and stepdaughters who were involved with some of this shit.
Rogue agent detected. Rogue agent detected. get you up to speed.
attacking you, witnessing you, just letting this go, it will be mayhem. If this is you, Divine Feminine, you're a humanitarian, and you could have stood for justice. And
Yes.
This is why, against the system, you could have even been a lawyer, or you were in the judicial system somehow.
Not me, but, you know, I'm sure you're talking about one of
You could
mine.
have started now. You could have changed sides or realized you were on the other side, right? I'm on the wrong side. You could have even turned your back on a law firm that you were working for. It could be that they're trying to put a plan in place, but nobody knows how to this really was. Investigators, I think, are in complete disbelief, and you're only getting a fraction of the information, and you're still being told lies. Yes, still. Some of you, it's your wives and daughters. Is this, I don't want to blame it on this frequency I said with that movie Cell. This is just a world full of entitled, jealous, impoverished, I guess. You could have even been put in a predicament to show people, if you're white, that there's no privilege there. You could have had black people attacking you that had more. So this had nothing to do with you being privileged or anything like that. Eventually, this came down to your looks and the fact that you're pure and they thought you were weak.
Damn.
You're still standing after all this. So take the weakness out of the window. They could have even attacked your looks with poison and frequencies and devices, and they still can't muddy your shit. They can't muddy your soul. They can't muddy your looks. And
I wonder why.
Cause that's the bottom line. Just don't do
You get it? Because my father said so. And, you know, what goes around comes around.
and frequencies and devices, and they still can't muddy your shit. They can't muddy your soul. They can't muddy your looks. And I have to keep going. You're never going to get the desired outcome that you're looking for.
No.
If this person doesn't age, you could have stopped aging, or you're an anomaly to people. Leave it at that. If this is the same thing as attacking, like the Jesus story is what it feels like. It feels like constant persecution.
Oh, really?
And constantly carrying a cross.
Oh, really?
Not because you did something wrong.
Oh, really?
But because they fucked up in their life.
Oh.
And some of these people, it's not even that. If they're asked, why are you doing this? They don't have an answer. That's what's blowing people's minds, is the fact.
Because Jesus didn't die for the world's sins. He died because of the world's sins. They're fucking so much sinners. They watched. No one asked the question. They just put his ass up there and said, get rid of him. He's causing problems. I don't like the way he's talking to us.
That people have asked, why? You're going to have to do better than that, because I've done this and you're in the government and so did this. You know, there were data breaches and all kinds of other shit. You're going to have...
I'll tell you why.
Are you?
No, sir.
Afraid, are you?
No, sir.
Stop lying.
See through you. We can.
Be mindful of your feelings. Your thoughts dwell on your mother.
I miss her.
Afraid to lose her, I think.
What has that got to do with anything?
Everything.
Everything. Fear is the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.
You only did what you did because you're afraid of losing shit. Because of your fear, you're going to lose shit.
Data breaches and all kinds of other shit. You're going to have... I don't think... Is it possible that there's really no reason why this happened? I mean,
Yes.
when you sum it all up, not a good one anyway. Is what I just heard.
Enmity.
Well, all I'm gonna say is hang in there. With the coffin, somebody could have said that if you wind up in a coffin, there were also people that said that they would pay for something to happen to you. And in the midst,
Wow.
people are losing. I mean, at a rapid rate.
Oh,
losing
really?
their lives, their homes, their money.
What I'm saying is like, we're gonna find that person. Yeah. When we do find him, once we get him back.
Do you realize he said we, not I? So that means that's not me. I'm by myself. So this is the angels.
What I'm saying is like, we're gonna find that person. Yeah. When we do find him, once we get him back, I'm gonna give him right back to them. Really? Say, congratulations, you played yourself.
Now you got to go through it.